everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are back at my old stomping grounds here. Hold on, make sure you can see this here. We are at Scram Speed. We're in here in the dyno area. If you caught the video I did like a year and a half, I put a little V6 Mustang on this dyno, and most people thought I was an idiot for putting a V6 Mustang on a dyno, and I was completely. But it was kind of fun. But anyway, this is Scram Speed, owned by my buddy Steve, and does a lot of cool stuff. You know, knows a lot about coyotes. He's also where we get the aluminum pedal brackets to mount the pedals up. So hit him up, Scram Speed. I'll have a link in the description. But he's got a car here. The main reason that I'm doing this video, he's got a car here that was dropped off from a customer who doesn't know a heck of a lot about cars, and they took him for a ride basically. He got screwed, you know, for lack of a better term, and so we're going to check this car out. We're not mentioning any names, but we're going to point out some things you need to look for. You know, well, just check the car out. All right, guys, so here is the car. That's a clean car, I mean, but we got issues.
Yeah, this is basically a rescue project. Another shop did a number on this guy's car. So he's brought it to us straight out.
Well, I think he's in the right place. I think it might have already be, yeah, it's already popped.
Yeah, so he's, you know, he got this car, it had the on-3 kit on it. Took it to these fellas, they tuned it, immediately blew a head gasket. And so then they talked him into Holley EFI, and they torched his motor.
Wow.
And they rebuilt it twice, it still doesn't make any oil pressure. They installed Holley EFI on it, they put the PCM right there, which, I mean, I'm not gonna criticize anybody else's choices, but I would literally never put the PCM there.
Guys, let's think about this for a second.
You know,
PCM, turbo, yeah.
And then, you know, they did, I mean, look at this wire.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I've seen a lot of garage built cars that have similar kind of octopi, but you know, if you're paying a shop to do it, they really need to do a whole lot better job than that.
And like, what is this?
Yeah, my favorite is they, you know, my favorite is like, you know, there's like all kinds of, I mean, I don't know what this one's too, but we found all kinds of vacuum lines that are just not plugged in, and, you know, it's just, you know,
wow,
it's bad. The guy's a real nice guy too. It's a shame that, you know, he had to have this experience.
Yeah. You know,
but we'll get him straightened out.
It's a sad thing because there are a lot of guys that love cars that don't know anything about them, and this happens to them.
Right.
And they spend a fortune.
Right. Yeah, this guy spent a fortune.
It's, I mean, I don't have to tell you guys. I mean, there's just junk. It's like right above the hot side. Yeah, you know. Yeah. That's gonna last a long time. I mean, literally, if you guys can see it down there touching the header, it's on the freaking header.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, you know, it's a real nice car, you know what I mean? A lot of guys, you know, something like this, you know, it's like you get involved with a shop that does this kind of work, you got a car that's now junk, you don't have the money to straighten it out, but you got a really nice car that's just gonna sit or go to the junkyard or get sold for a fraction of what you got in it, or you know what I mean? So we do a lot of that kind of straightening out stuff here, you know, but I mean, just like, you know,
it's crazy.
It's crazy what people will do, and then charge for it.
Yeah, because even if this engine was running good, he's, you know, he's gonna have a multitude of issues from heat, and
it's not gonna be running for very long.
No.
You know, I mean, and I think that this business about the PCM being super close to the turbo, I think that's on page 1 in the instructions about not locating the thing near any significant heat sources. That's the most significant heat source you're ever going to have in a car, you know. So, but I mean, yeah. So we'll get him straightened out, you know, and I'm happy to help him.
Yes, definitely. And the motor is just a stock rebuild, or is it?
That we don't know. We don't know. I mean, they've told him that there were parts in there, but we're gonna pull it and find out what exactly is in there and what exactly is going on. You know, I mean, you know, sometimes it's just something stupid, you know, the oil pressure drive shaft will get, or the oil pump drive shaft will get snapped off, or, you know, they forgot to put the freeze plug on the back of the cam or something stupid like that, you know, but hopefully it's something simple, but if not, we're going to have to straighten it out.
So in a situation like this, are you just going to pull everything out and just start over, basically?
Yeah. We told them that, you know, all this wiring is suspect, and, you know, we would do it, but we would completely uninstall the Holley FI and the boost leash, and then start all that from scratch, you know, and then basically where we're at now is we told them we're going to just pull all this stuff off, pull the motor out, check it out, and then we'll get with him and come up with a strategy from there. So, I mean, there's good parts on it. Really solid car, especially for Michigan, you know.
You know what kind of heads are on it?
No, he didn't have a good answer. Supposedly he bought heads, but they're black, so I don't know if they're aluminum that's painted or what the deal is there.
So they almost look like stock iron heads.
Right, yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, and, you know,
who knows?
Turbo kit on a stock motor will still make really good power, but yeah, I mean, this like you know, I mean, it goes like over the motor and then back again, you know, and I don't really get it. I mean, on something like this, the way we do it, I mean, if the harness isn't long enough, we'll depin it and make it longer, and then still use the connectors and all this, and there's not going to be just and these, you know, auto parts store kind of connectors and stuff, you know what I mean? Whereas we use the, you know, the ones that don't have this insulation, and you know, it's just, we'd use the good stuff only.
And I mean, how hard is it to put some wire loom around something? I mean, it's you know,
it's just, it's very tacky.
That's
and then so, but like I said, really good guy. I feel bad for him, but we'll, you know, it'll be running good. You know, he said he's had the car for 2 years and it's been immobile the entire time.
Wow. Dude, I know it's in the right hands. I mean, you guys do fantastic work, and it's a cool looking car though. I mean, I like got the 10th wheels and no rust, it looks like.
No, the interior's clean. It's got a nice black interior.
Oh yeah, very nice. Got Corbo seats and normal steering wheel. Looks like a 90 model.
You would know better than me on that.
It's got the fabric in the door panel, but it looks like it was an airbag car. So
okay.
Yeah, man, he's got quite a bit of cash put in. I mean,
it'll be really nice when it's done. You know? I mean, of course, it hasn't been cleaned since it's been sitting.
Yeah, but it's solid though. I mean, there's no rust, there's no like the bumpers are tight. Probably a low mile car. Yeah, I'd love to have my paint looking this good. All right, guys, so that's pretty much the walk around of the car, and you know, I want you guys to take this to heart because this is a big deal. There is no telling how much he paid this shop in parts and you know, labor and all other kinds of you know, expenses, tax and shipping and everything else, because he wanted a nice car. He wanted a cool car that he could drive around and enjoy, you know, that made good power and, you know, was reliable because it was built right by somebody who supposedly knew what they were doing. So I guess what I'm trying to say is do your research, and you know, if you're gonna have a shop build your car, check them out. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, look at the reviews, talk to other people in the area, you know, go in and kind of feel the shop owners out, ask if you can have a tour of the shop to see some of the other builds that they've done. That's going to be your best bet, because again, there's no telling. And I've got other friends that have had this happen to them simply because, you know, they're not, you know, they love cars, but they don't know how to work on cars. And that's fine. That's totally fine, but you got to be careful in that situation, because there are shops out there that will take advantage of you, and you don't want to go down that road because it's expensive. You know, one thing I'm looking for when I come out to a place like this is look at the cleanliness, how everything's organized and clean, and but actually Steve was just telling me this is a truck you guys basically had the same situation on.
Right. This was a stagnant project that another shop down south had, and the guy was very serious about getting it done sometime in his lifetime. And it's been in and out for upgrades over the past year or so, and now we've like officially replaced every single thing the other shop did on there, you know, but it's real nice. It's got a real decent setup in it. It's a 6-liter LS. We just put this turbo on. It pushes over 1,000 at the time. It's
scary.
Yeah, you know, there aren't very many Colorados like this. Right?
No, definitely not. I love it.
it's, you know, the guy's great to work with. He's very, very enthusiastic. He's got a really awesome project that makes
Yeah.
excellent power. You know.
I mean, how much fun would this thing be on the street? You know, close the hood. It's got. Does he ride on these wheels?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me that's not like the perfect sleeper. Because this thing. Okay, let's check this out.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that's a really nice touch. It's actually a cable truck. It's a cable company truck.
No way. That's awesome. So there you go, guys. Got it fixed up, and you know, again, another botch job saved. I mean, you look at the wiring, you look, everything is clean, everything's where it needs to be. It's gonna run good, it's tuned good. So you gotta be careful, don't get screwed. All right, guys, so that is what is up. I hope everything was helpful. Hope you got something out of it. And again, you know, if you're getting worked on your car, whether it's tuning, getting parts installed, engine build, mild to wild, regardless, make sure you take it to a good shop and don't get burned, don't lose a whole bunch of money. If you're up in the Illinois area, you know, central, northern, southern, anywhere around there, check out Scram Speed. I'll have a link in the description, and they do it all regardless of what you need. So anytime, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and do your homework. Don't get screwed, don't get burned. Promise, you'll thank me later.